Alright, hello. I know you can't see my screen yet, but there's nothing to see. Nothing really at the moment. Unless we go to gameplay, boom! That's right, I'm thieving at the moment. Anybody familiar with my antics would know that I was at the fight caves last time. But we got a little sidetracked. Basically what happened last week is I had decided that I would take a break from fight caves while I wasn't streaming and work on my hunter. Some more hunter levels, because I needed to get the Dragon Implings. And I got a perfected Quetzal Whistle blueprint. And if you don't know, you need redwood as one of the crafting ingredients. So I thought I would go to Shades of Morton and get it. Did that for a few hours. Didn't happen. Went through all of my magic logs. Got mad at that. But I said, you know what? I'm going to get redwoods myself. And if you don't know, watch this. This is next level. I'm going to do two things at once. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get started on the next style, so now I'll go over it. Come on. All right. Windows capture. Paint. Hello. Why is it black? Okay, that was weird. Anyways, if you don't know what that kind of involves, a lot, okay? I'm going to show you. So, our end game, big enough? Zoom in here a bit. Is the big redwood. Hold on. No, I've made things worse. Don't worry. I can get this. I can make this work. Bigger pen. We're not that big. Anywho, we're going for redwoods. Let's do. You know, fuck it. Redwoods. There we go. That is our end goal, okay? To get this efficiently, I need a dragon axe. I'm just gonna draw one. Boom. Okay. So to get the red wood, I don't know why I put them in quotes here. We need the dragon axe, so DX. Which I planned on doing off stream, but it didn't happen, okay? In order to get the DX, you have to kill... 1 second. Oh. About to get in trouble. Gotta get up. One second. Next house, next house. And then I will explain it again. I have to go check how rich I am. This guy's losing value at an alarming rate, I'd say. Anywho. So, you have to kill Dagonoth Rex. Dag Rex. Pretend that's what that says. I would draw him, but I mean, like, how do you draw him? He's like this. Little legs. He's got like a big pincher. Yeah. You have to kill Dag Rex. Okay. Which in itself I did a few times. What's my KC actually? Collection log. Can I do this? Taking out Kings, okay? I've killed Rex 137 times, and all I've gotten is a stupid warrior ring. Not even a berserker. Guess I could probably draw that as well. Damn it, man. Not as AFK as I'd like sometimes. Anyways, get the ring. It's like a little hammer on top. That's the warrior. I literally just drew the warrior ring, didn't I? I did. Hammer. It's hammer's backwards. It's gray. So this is the B ring. Bring. So redwoods is our end goal. You know what? I'm gonna draw a redwood. How hard can it be? It's like this, right? That looks awful. That looks better. Anywho, so we're gonna get all of this. And I did 137 KC. Used all of my death runes. Didn't work out. So now my new plan is to do path. Sorry, no. So I decided I would get a better staff that requires chaos runes, and it's just as good as Ivan's, called the scepter. What kind of scepter? 1 second. Googling it. Scepter. OSRS. Warped scepter. We're gonna get the warped scepter now. What did I just get? Okay, doesn't matter. Oh, homeowner's coming. 1 second. Is this house? And this guy's a shut-in. He never leaves. Anyways, warp scepter. I can spell. Is RE? It is because they're from the UK. Anyways, what is it? Warp scepter's like purple with a big green eye. I think something like that. I'm laying out the game plan, Ben. Welcome to the chat. Okay, I'll since you just got here, I'll relay the entire thing. So our end goal here, I need redwoods because I got a blueprint for a perfected Quetzalwitzel, which is like a good teleport. So I need redwoods unlocked. I tried to get them the easy way. I couldn't do it. We're gonna have to do it the hard way. I'm gonna have to get level 90 woodcutting. 1 second. Anyways, level 90 woodcutting. And to do this efficiently, I need a dragon axe. Okay. I'm also going to get a berserker ring while I'm there. Thanks for the resubscribe. By killing Dagonoth Rex, a boss in this game, I have killed him. Let's look at the collection log. I have already killed him 137 times. But the way I was killing him was kind of inefficient. I got tired of doing it that way. And I ran out of the death runes. So I've decided instead I'm going to get the Warp Scepter, which is better than the staff I currently use. And it uses, 1 second. And it uses Chaos Runes, which are way cheaper to produce. Which is the next step. And I think it's like, I think it has like tendrils. It's like, whoa, so scary. Something like that. Anyways, to do that, I had to do a quest called Path to Goal Free before I can farm it. Because it's like an unlockable dungeon. Just pretend that says something, okay? Anyway, so that's what we're doing today. All of this is to say we're doing Path to Goal-Free, the quest today on stream. And this is not just an excuse to not have to do the fire cave, the fight cave again. But there you go. Now the plan has been laid out. Hope that made sense. So yeah, let me wrap up. We'll finish this house, and then I will go and get set up for that quest. I don't know how hard the quest is going to be, but we'll see. Okay, homeowner's coming back. Let's go turn in these valuables for money, break down these bones, the shit out of my inventory. Except without the obnoxious ego. That's what I'm going for. I'm glad it worked. I'm glad you're getting the comparison. Boom, 40K right there. Go to the bank. All right. Hey man, it's a great visual aid. But maybe you're too dumb to understand that. See, now I go with the ego. Most people would think it's a pirate software comparison, but actually, with a higher intelligence, you would see that I'm actually referring to something else. Also, I worked at Blizzard. Correct. I did do that. Yeah. It's on my resume or something. Okay. 64 keys that'll never get used in my inventory. Love that I'm wasting bank space for that. A banker can sell you up to 360 more. How do I buy it? Talk to. How may I help you? I like to buy more bank slots. You can sell up to 360 additional bank slots in sets of 40. How many are you interested in buying? What the fuck? I need 1 billion. I need 1 billion GP to get all of the slots. What are we doing? Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's take a look at the quest here on the left side. Path to Goal-Free. A myth grapple. Ooh. Do I have a myth grapple? I do. Crossbow. Took the Karoon crossbow, I guess. Combat equipment, Slayer helmets. Combat equipment. So I guess since we're taking a Karoon crossbow anyways, I might as well just take the whole fit, right? Mixed hide, Pharaoh's gloves. Dragon defender. Oh, I need Ava's. Where's my Ava's? I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. There it is. Teleport to Castle Wars. Fairy ring or rings of dueling. I can take a ring of dueling. Several run restore items. My God. We're gonna be running all over the place. I guess I'll take my explorer's ring because I think that can restore run energy. Wherever it is. Or I could take the steel ring. Ah, fuck, I'll take the steel ring. Worked hard for that ring. Might as well use it. Prayer options. Let's take 4 of them. What else? What else? Just a bunch of food. I can do that. 3 antelope and I guess fucking bunch of this. I'll need Empty slots. Okay, okay. Is that good? Is that good? Prey or combat stuff? Oh, I need... You know what? Maybe I should take the bolts so I can shoot the arrows. So I can shoot, I mean. Alright, I think we're good to go. Do I take fairy ring or no? Trying to think. We're gonna deposit, I guess, 2 more. I probably don't need that much food for this quest. There we go. I don't need Quetzal. I guess I'll put that up. Okay. So where does this start? Reno Village? Yep. Alrighty, we're on our way. What was the teleport again? I feel like I have the memory of a small mouse. Small goldfish. What has a lower memory than that? Where's Trino Village? Just like here, right? Hello? Yak you. No, I never come over here. I'm gonna get my sand while I'm here. Because otherwise it'll never happen. I can imagine how much sand I'd have if I was doing this daily. If I'm being honest, I'm pretty inefficient. Give me my sand, Bert. Thanks, brother. What the fuck? He just closed the door on me. You see that shit? Do. Where is the entrance? I think it's way down here. Those are terror birds? No. This is a different terror bird group. Oh shit, when did I plant this? I haven't done farm. I hit level 70 farming and haven't touched the shit since. Good VA. What do you guys think? Hello again, Balren. Hello there. It's good to see you again. Is that his voice? See, you have a new pet. Ah, you met Dumpling. Who the fuck is Dumpling? Is that thing? What is that? Dumpling? I suppose it looks more like a bit like a dumpling. An evil 6-legged dumpling? That's right, it's evil. Hey, Dumpling isn't evil. She has cute ears and a little bobbly tail. Look at it, it's clearly evil. It has 6 legs. And those eyes, those black eyes. If you stare into them, you can see its black soul. Anyway, that's not how I know this creature is evil. I've seen one before. I'm afraid I have some bad news. What do you want about? 6 legs. Shut the fuck up. I'm doing you a service. I came across some creatures like Dumpling at the gnome stronghold. They're evil beings created using dark magic. If this is anything like the situation at Gnome Stronghold, then Dumpling was sent by Glowfree to wheedle itself into your affections and spy on you. You can't be serious. I'm afraid so. This creature is started by illusion magic to make it look like a cute pet, but in reality it's this horrible, black, spiky thing. I'm watching you all the time, sending details of your secret Oh, it's watching you. I'm not watching you. Look, this is a terrible misunderstanding. It's watching you, not me. Yep. You've been listening to too many Novice children's stories. Glowfree hasn't been seen since I was a king. Since before I was a king, even. He's most certainly long dead by now. Well, what if I were to prove it to you? I amassed the creatures at Gnome Stronghold using a machine created by Oaknock the engineer. Maybe I could do it again. It's going to need to be a very solid proof for me to just dump a cat's dumpling aside. He's become my constant companion. Oh, it will be solid. Oh, it will be solid. I just need an anti-illusion device. I don't suppose you have one of these around here. I don't think so. What does one look like? Big machine made of wood and crystal. Crystal? As in elven crystal? I haven't seen any elven crystals around here since... Since Unock came to visit. Unock. Oaknock's son, of course. Okay, I'm done with the voice. I can't do it anymore. He visited a long time ago, before I was even king. I remember he brought all sorts of things with him, including some elven crystals. Well, I suppose if anyone has a device made by Oaknock, it would be his own son. When I'm having a stroke. When he was here, where did Unock spend most of his time? Your immersion will be just you imagine you say his lines out loud while I'm reading them, and then you'll hear what he's supposed to sound like. He did a lot of work back in the caves. I think he liked how nice and quiet it was down there. Is that better? Sounds like I need to pay Golary a visit. Who's Golary now? Did I miss something? Or is that the guy in the cave? Doo doo doo. SMH my head. Goes with rage, doesn't it? Golary, what's up, brother? Minner now. I'm on the right side of these bars. Need your help with the device, friend. A device? That's right. One made of elven crystal. Oh, well, I've got plenty of elven stuff. It's all lying around here somewhere. Why do you have so much? What are you? Are you some sort of collector? Not me, my grandfather. At least he used to be. I'm not sure whether he's alive or not. He hasn't sent me any souvenirs for a while now. Souvenirs? That's right. He's a funny gnome, old Gramps. He got into a bit of trouble a while back and couldn't really stick around. He ended up traveling the world collecting elven artifacts after that. It used to be a monthly occurrence. A terror bird would turn up with a big parcel and I'd throw it in with the other stuff in the storeroom. It's a bit of a mess now in there. Storeroom, could I take a look? Oh, certainly. I should really sort through all of his stuff at some point. There's probably some cool stuff in there. Have a look in the other chamber. You'll find a small tunnel in the storeroom. Why don't they got a bunch of hobgoblins back here anyways? Oh, hello. Count check. Aha. Ahaha. Okay, he's gone. Well, thanks for the lamp, which I will put into construction. Because I fucking hate that skill. And I need to get to level 70. But I can't afford it. The cat is really hooping and hollering out there. Maybe I should go get him. I'll be right back. The cat's been nabbed up. He's with me. Why is my latency so high? Maybe I should swap worlds. But whatever. Do 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 do. Found some crystalline discs. Okay. Those are for the machine. Cat. Don't be bumping into my shit. Failed to picklock it. What the fuck, bro? Key and a book inside. What's the book say? While working on a new anti-illusion device for bowlery, I found some interesting snippets on elven magic in Father's notes. The knowledge that my father has gleaned from the elves is fascinating and a tribute to his charm and patience. After all, it is not easy to persuade creatures as long-lived as elves to get to the point. According to the notes, elves can create various enchanted artifacts through crystal singing, with different songs producing different items. So while this is a very different means of crafting magical items than is known to most gnomes, it is one we can potentially take advantage of. Actually, I think crystal singing is like really good XP late game for crafting, so you can actually do that in this game. To those of us without their abilities, the process is a bit more limited than it is for elves, for we must rely on crystal singing bowls to form crystal items. And using one of these singing bowls, it seems that only certain items can be created, with the initial crystal seed determining what these items are. For example, Father had one that he was able to turn into a very useful crystal saw. Actually, I have a crystal saw in my inventory. Not in my inventory, but in my bake. On the topic crystal seeds, I recently came into possession of one that can be sung into a crystal chime. I must admit, I am yet to determine the purpose of such an item, though I'm sure my father's experience will yield some answers. Are you cool to connect? I'd like to share some tips on how to hit your goal with your streams. Add me on Discord. I think I'm good. Fadoxif. But thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Should make a sound bit for kick. I don't have any sound for kick follows at all. Found a key and a crystal seed. Oh, chime. This is what I was talking about. And a singing bowl. My god. Inspect the bowl. It's a beautiful yet elegant looking crystal bowl, much like the one in Brimstale's cave. Every now and again, you're sure you can hear the bowl resonate with sounds echoing around the cave. Okay. Yep. So I made the chime. Open the gate. When I became king of the Tree Gnome village, I thought I was lucky, for I did so during a time of peace. However, it seems that peace was not to last. Human activity in the area was increasing, and conflict between our two races seemed inevitable. Fearing the worst, I had my trusted advisor reach out to King Healthorg, I think is how you say that, of the Gnome Stronghold, but his response left much to be desired. Is this a flashback? My king, we have received word from King Healthberg. Oh, this is a different guy, never mind. Finally, how long before we can expect his support? He will not be sending any support, my king. He does not wish to start a conflict with the humans. What? But can't he see what will happen if we don't act now? The humans will destroy us. I have conversed with the spirit kings, trees, my king, and they are in full agreement. If we do not act, Khazard and his forces will. It is not a question of if, but when. Healthberg has become a weak-willed fool. He's blind to our problems. All may not be lost. I hear his illness is progressing. Soon the Gnome Stronghold will need to pick a new ruler. They'll almost certainly pick his son, but Argenthorg is just as bad as his father. If he becomes king, he will only appease the humans. Why don't we work with the humans, guys? Then perhaps they need presenting with an alternative option. Yes, perhaps they do. I could be a VA. I could do it. And so the reign of the most famous Gnome King came to an end. With Helthor gone. Voting on his replacement would soon begin. Many expected his son Argenthor to be the only serious contender. But my advisor and I had other ideas. Ooh. My god, dude, they worked overtime on this. Despite our best attempts, Argenthor looks certain to win the election. Helthor was a great king far longer than he was a weak one. Everyone assumed his son would be as great as he was. We needed to show them the truth. We needed to show them that Argenthor was weak. My advisor said he knew how. You just created food? Argenthor, this is human food. So it's true, a gnome who loves humans more than his own kind. I don't understand. What is this? The truth is out now, Argenthor. You are not fit to be a king. This is all a lie. I've been framed. Dude, he's got a big head. The evidence is right in front of us, Argenthor. Wait, I know what this is. Father warned me about this. What do you want about? Guards, seek out Eunuch at once. Tell him to switch the machine on. Damn, what was that arm doing? Oh shit. Glow free. No, I don't believe it. I trusted you. As you should have. I sought only to strengthen the gnomish kingdoms just like you did. Liar! Liar! You deceived me! No. I simply told you what you wanted to hear, Bowlery. Never forget that. There ended my campaign to become the new king of the Gnome stronghold. Argenthor was crowned soon after, and Glowfree disappeared once more. I don't know what the gnomes of the tree gnome village will think once they hear what I've done, but it does not matter. They deserve a better ruler than I. And so I am preparing to leave the lands of my people, but before I go, I will ensure foul illusions cannot be allowed to shame us gnomes again. As for the one who chooses to practice such dark arts, he will be punished. I will make my life's purpose. Didn't the guy who just wore normal clothes? Why doing an illusion of different clothes? You know what I mean? I think there's layers as to why this scheme was fucked. I think so. No. Trying to decide how is this puzzle supposed to work, but this shit doesn't make any sense to me. So a green triangle. This is a violet and a blue circle. How does that make a green triangle? The purple here makes sense with red and green. 3 and 5, so it's 4. But there's no corners on circles. The smallest would be a triangle. Whoa! Oh my god, just like I said. Hello, free, you bastard! Get away from the king! Exit the storeroom. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk. I'm not gonna teleport out. What are we doing? I don't think I need any of this. now. Don't know about the crystal chime. I guess I'll keep that on me. I can high alch it for money. Attack the evil creature. Oh, one shot, huh? Thank you for dealing with that thing. I apologize for not believing in you before. Not a problem. While I am glad the meter has been solved, I should admit that this situation has me quite concerned. You said that there are many of these creatures posted all around the gnome stronghold? That's right, there were 6. Why did Glowfree send so many there, and but only one here? Maybe he thought it was more important to spawn in the gnome stronghold than Narnode. That's outrageous. Gnome stronghold is not 6 times more important than our village here. This guy's jealous. So you want more evil watchers? Oh, well, yes. I mean, no, of course not. Still, Glowfree has a lot to answer for. If I were to get my hands on him, I'll give him a good strong talking. Right. Well, maybe we should start by trying to find him. Yes, of course. Still, it won't be an easy feat. It is said that after Glowfree was driven out of our lands, he found the hidden city of Arposandra. To find him, we'll need to find Arposandra. And nobody knows where Arposandra is? Not a great start. Indeed, many a gnome has tried and failed to find the city. Some, like Long Gramble, are still out there searching for it. Long Gramble? Yes, one of my citizens. Long Gramble is a bit of an explorer. He's been out there searching for Arposandra for some time. Did he offer any suggestions of where he thought it might be? He said he was sure that Arposandra was somewhere between here and the edge of the world. Wow. Thanks for that. So, if you want to find it, find Long Gramble. I'm not sure, but I left being near could help. His restaurant has supposedly delivered food to any gnome, no matter where they are. Sounds like the best option then. We'll just hope that for Long Gramble didn't end up finding the edge of the world and falling off. You'll find him in his restaurant. Good luck. Hopefully you find Glowfree. Tell him I'm very angry with him. Okay. Alright, so now we need to get to the tree gnome stronghold, which I can use the spirit tree. Oh, my bad. Come up the ladder. What are you doing? Hello, welcome to Aloft Aloft, the gnome delivery service. We deliver gnome foods to customers all over Gillinor. Do you want a job? We're always looking for new staff. Need help finding a certain gnome. That's sensitive information, you know. Who is this gnome? I'm looking for Long Gramble, the explorer. Oh, well, that might be different. I have a long-standing order for Long Gramble. Problem is, no one has been able to reach him. So you know where he is? Oh, yes, I have his coordinates, but I can't find them on my Dougal maps. The Dougal maps. 2 degrees, 7 minus south. 3 degrees, 7 minus west. Dougal maps. Of course, my maps are all on dry Dougal leaves. Right. I guess I better get hunting. You'll need the right equipment to find those coordinates. I remember a while back when the gnomic positioning system broke, one of my gnomes got some serious gear, some suitable gear from your human observatory. Good to know, thanks. Oh, if you find Long Gramble, I'd appreciate it if you could deliver his order to him. He's requested some tasty tangled toad legs. Let's see, go to Long Gramble and make sure to head to the bank and gear up first. You can drop all leftover discs. We have everything we need. We'll take a BKP or the Rings of Dueling. go right here. Oh, he's basically in the... Oh, I see why he wants to go to Castle Wars. Take Castle Wars, you run around. Whee! Isn't that a game teleport? Why would I need to use that? I have to go there. Why would I use my Ring of Dueling when I can go there for free? Do. Okay, what is the best way, Ross? Can I just run down the wall?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Are you proud of yourself? You can't go there at all. Oh, underground pass? To here. Wait, how do you get over there? Transportation. Oh, I think I need to go south. I need to go south, don't I? I don't know what I expected yet. I didn't even check to see if that played, but I assumed it did based on your response. I have PTSD for when it wouldn't work. But I think since then I've kind of ironed out the kinks. Sick. Froggies! Inflate one for the road. I don't have the tools. Lucky little frog. Yeah, it's south. Grapple. Across this pit. Is that a dead spirit tree? Unfortunate. That's true, yeah. Wield. Whoa, that was sick. Long grandpa, my boy. Double speaking, you're not one of those gnomes like Hazelmere that only speaks in ancient gnomish, are you? No, it's just, it's been so long, all this time with only myself for company. Well, it looks like you have some new company now. I am Pumpkin Bread, and I have been looking for you. Why? I'm hoping you've found something that I'm also looking for. Do you mean the edge of the world? It's been my life's ambition to find it and be the first gnome to stare over its edge. Hey, what's up, undead misfits? Last time I were here, your fight cave spawned. Well, let's see. I kind of got lost doing other things. I haven't finished it. Current game plan, okay. Let's get level 90 woodcutting. In order to do that, I want a Dragon's X and a Berserker Ring. Berserker Ring will help me in the fight caves, I think. So that'll be good to have. So I gotta kill Dagannoth Rex, get the Warp Scepter. I want to get the Warp Scepter to kill Dagannoth Rex a little bit faster. And I'm doing this quest in order to farm that up. So that's kind of what's happened in the last week. I thought hopefully I could... Well, the whole reason I want Redwoods is getting a perfected Quetzal whistle. I got the blueprint the other day. And it's set me spiraling into this deep abyss that is RuneScape. But yeah, after I'm done with that, I'll probably go back to the fight caves. Are you sure there's an edge? I've heard it goes on forever. Everything has an edge. Eventually I'll find it. I'll keep heading westwards until I get there. If the world is spherical, though, you'll never find the edge. Spherical. Don't be silly. The world is clearly flat. If it was ball-shaped, we'd all roll off the side, silly human. Maybe the world is round, but there's some magical force that makes it stick to the ground. Now you're just making fun of me. I don't think you realize the gravity of the situation. Right. Anyway, that's not why I'm here. I thought you were looking for the hidden city of Arposandra. That is true, but I'm only doing that as a detour from my journey to the edge of the world. I figured it would be on the way. To become the ultimate lumberjack, I must expose a plot to overthrow a kingdom. That's basically, yeah, that's pretty much it. Have you had any luck? I think so. There's a waste outlet nearby that I believe may be coming from the city of Arposandra. What makes you think that? Well, have a look yourself. There's a huge swamp of nasty goo west that definitely isn't natural. It's coming from that outlet. That doesn't mean it's coming from Arposandra, though. Indeed, but there is only one other thing. The outlet appears to be patrolled by a creature that suggests gnomish involvement, a giant tortoise. Okay, that sounds a bit more promising. Exactly. The thing is, there seems to be something wrong with it. That it seems unwell. In what way? It has some large tentacles growing from underneath its shell. Ooh, tentacles. That's more than unwell. That's warped. Well, whatever you call it, it's not normal. Maybe it's an illness caused by Glowfree's magic. I better take a look myself. Go for it. The outlet isn't hard to find. It's just to the west. Talk to the spirit tree. My God, look at him. Poor guy. What was that? You calling me? Was it calling me? Tree Whisperer has come to my aid. Think Guthix. Do you have a name? Did they rip out his eyeballs or something? What's going on there? You may call me Incomitatus. Incomitatus. I'm just going to call you Charles. Charles is a good tree name. Let's see. You are not a small person of Guthix. How do you speak with me? I don't know. Can't anyone just speak with you? Only those who have opened their minds to the spirits of the earth can talk with spirit trees. You surely must have trained by a great friend to us, as this is a gift not easily come by. Cat, get out of that bag. My God, he's being a pain in my ass. Well, it's true that I've spoken to the odd tree in the past. Oh, wait a minute. This reminds me of something. Hazelmere did something like this to me a while ago. You know, talking using the mind. Cat, give me a second. My God, cats, man. The one you call a Hazelmere, he's a friend of trees. He would be able to help me. Maybe I could help in some way. What exactly is wrong with you? I have lost my connection to the anima mundi. The earth has corrupted my roots, and they find only black ichor. My xylem and phloem are tainted. I am alone. I'm sure there's a way to fix this. What would Hazelmere do? What? What do you want? Wait, what? I just contacted him telepathically. You shouldn't disturb me like that. I was in deep contemplation. Looking into the future is not something you can do on a whim, you know. Hazelmere? Yes, of course. You did call to me, didn't you? And what did I tell you about flapping your lips during a mind meld? Use your brain. Right, sorry. Now, this is the best be important. I was in the middle of a dream, a vision of the future. There is something I was meant to see. It's good to hear that you're still as grumpy as always. How did you manage to perform a mind meld from so far away anyway? Such skills are beyond a human unless... Of course, the spirit tree. I sense this one to be rather unwell. What happened? Hoping you could tell me. All right, let me try to sense the problem. Bro's looking pretty rough, I'll be honest. What's going on? Hazelmere, help me. All right, all done. And it seems you haven't suffered any permanent damage. That's fortunate. Fortunate. You didn't warn me any rest would give me that nightmare. You have a strong spirit. I assumed you'd be all right. And after all, it's the spirit tree that really matters. You only live for a handful of decades. This guy's kind of rude. The tree should live for centuries. I'm not sure I approve your low regard of my welfare. The welfare of the tree is our concern right now. Something has poisoned the soil, blocking the tree's connection to the anima mundi. This is worrying in itself. Why is that? Well, no ordinary poison could do this, only by separating the anima mundi from its source. I'm sorry, you're confusing me. Forget I'm dealing with a human. I'll spell it out nice and clear for you. The anima mundi is created by natural things. It's in their soul. It's a sort of natural energy. It is powerful and dangerous only by the chance of Gothics. Balance of Gothics does it remain in check. Creatures live, creatures die. The balance is maintained. So how is this caused? What did I call him? Damn, dude. I give him a human name and then I forget it. It was Barry. No, that's not right. Christopher. Nope. Oh, well, you're Barry from now on. Charles. That's right. It was Charles. Yeah. Okay, Charles the tree. Powerful magic could be used to separate the Anima Mundi from its source. This would produce a great deal of power. Power that could be used in an unbridled way. However, doing so would also imbalance the whole pattern of life. The ichor in the soil appears to be an unnatural waste product of such tinkerings. Charles the tree, yeah. There's a huge, evil-smelling swamp of tar just to the west of here. Is that related? Most likely. But to make enough of this ichor to create a swamp would take an enormous amount of work. It would create a dizzying amount of energy. It would be an abomination to plunder the earth in such a massive way. Who would need to do this? Glowfree? Maybe. Anyway, our immediate problem is to help our spirit brethren. Is there some sort of antidote I could give to the tree? If you had been paying attention, you remember that I said there is no normal poison. Some sort of spiritual cleansing will need to be done in order to return the tree's connection. I do not have the power to do this kind of thing. This would require the magic of Serene and her elves. A pure nose created by elven crystal will have a purifying effect on anything nearby. Luckily, you seem to already be carrying the answer. You know what? How do you know what I'm carrying? Oh, mind melt, of course. Use your crystal chime to try and cleanse the tree. Let's hope this works. That's pretty convenient. Charles has mad wood. Calm down. Jesus. Dude, what's he doing? Hey, he's looking pretty good now. Thank you, Tree Whisperer. I can feel the Anima Mundi once more. Not a bad job, I guess. Now, to be on your way, I have meditating to do. Tree Whisperer, the Anima Mundi cries out in pain. Please, as the true friend of the tree spirits, find the source of this taint. May Gothics be with you. So I can travel from here now, right? Poison waste. Nice. What the fuck? I'm out of here. Don't touch me. Yeah, these things are horrifying to look at. Okay, so these are the terror birds. Okay, wait. Close the gate. Let's relax. Yeah, the warp scepter. There it is. What are tertiary rewards? Does that mean it has to be done on a Slayer task in order to get it? Yeah, let's go. I don't know if it's range damage or if it's magic. It's probably magic, right? No, it's ranged. Multi-combat, huh? They're affected by the warp, Cupcake Creep. They're not looking good. I'm gonna go kill the source of the warp. But these guys are lost, I guess. Oops. They're having a bad day. Yeah, I suppose. Did one of them just turn off my run energy? Stopped running there. That was weird. There are a lot of them. This is probably the best place to farm them if there's only 3. Multi-combat, though, makes me think I should do, like, Blood Barrage. Which is expensive. Protect from missiles. Okay, it is ranged. Oh, if you step in the puddles, it deactivates your run. Interesting. What a cave. A lot going on in here. They coming in for the melee? Oh, they're using, okay. Because I just tank the melee hits. I should have just brought melee, I guess. I thought I was being clever bringing a range setup since I had to use the fucking mithril grapple, but... What are their stats? What are they weak to anything? They're weak to crush? Bro, they're okay. Their defense is highest against ranged, so I mean I fucked up. This is a zombie X situation here. Too nice of them to take turns. The little tutorial here is like you can like kite them around the pillars so only if I one at a time. I didn't move at all. They've done it all themselves. I don't know if that's just like lucky spawning or what, but sorry, I took a drink of water. Yeah, so what if they're stronger against ranged? I'm doing plenty of damage. To be fair, I mean, these are what, level, yeah, 138s. My range is pretty high at this point. Die, you beast. Die. Let's draw a table on the tortoise. Okay. Gotta piece me up, though. Wonder if I can get him stuck on the pillar so I only have to deal with his range attack. Do this. In here. No, what am I doing? There. Oh, he only does range attacks. Because if you guys didn't know, all right, for those of you who don't know how it works, if a mob is wider than one tile, their southwest corner, which is highlighted here, is their like true tile. So that southwest corner will always try to come towards me. So if you get its hitbox stuck on an object like this, it'll continue walking forward and not going around the pillar. So, how did you get this ropey old job then, 72?
I think it was punishment 21.
What for?
I fell asleep while guarding upstairs.
You fell asleep? I thought the master made it impossible for us to sleep.
I don't know, maybe I'm defective. I blame the masters myself. Anyway, I got the choice, either take this job or go outside.
Outside? I don't even want to think about it.
Still, at least you got the guard upstairs. Things are always happening up there. I've been down here since I depotted and nothing happens down here. You'd have thought the master would make it impossible for us to get bored as well.
You'd think so, but they always seem to be making a mess of the pods. After all, you've seen how many failures get dumped outside.
True.
Wait, did you hear something?
Calm down. Nothing ever.
There's someone outside. What do we do?
Press the red button quickly.
They told us to never press the red button.
Unless it's an emergency, press the red button now. Don't panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Press the red button.
This might be a problem. Yep, that's a problem. They flooded it. Oh god, now I'm stuck.
Bro, it's a gas chamber.
Feeling dizzy, I can't think straight.
This is at the end.
What are you doing, stupid human?
Are you deaf? Are you deaf? You remind me of a gnome I knew when I was alive.
You're not dead yet, fool. Snap out of it. Hazelmere? Pull yourself together. We haven't got much time.
Argento's last gift to me. I was saving it for a special occasion. I suppose saving your hide counts, dude. This is a freakish hand.
Wow, that's some trick. Mega!
It seems that you've made my choice. So be it.
Nothing you need to worry about now. We need to get out of here.
This is how you unlock the C-pod?
That was a close one. Thanks for saving me. Consider it a thank you for helping that spirit tree. You should have known a great empathy. You have shown a great empathy to the Anima Mundi. Despite being a human, perhaps you could one day be a true spirit tree mage. Hang on, you're properly talking to me without the mind meld. I thought you only spoke in ancient gnomish. Bah, I've always been able to speak your uncivilized tongue. That's fucked. He's racist. Normally, I wouldn't lower myself to such rudimentary words, but given your recent near-death experience, I felt you would not have the energy for a mind meld. That's unusually kind of you. Not going soft, are you? Let me kick the cat out. He's being loud. Rambunctious. Come on. Ugh. Perhaps, but it seems it would be wise to ensure your safety. The future is not a place for old wizards like me. My autumn is ending and only winter remains. Soon I will fall into individuals like you. It will fall to individuals like you to protect the Anima Mundi. This guy is such a poet, and you didn't even know it. Although I guess he's not rhyming. It's more like a haiku, kind of. Let's see. What are you on about? Anima Mundi granted me a glimpse into the future. I have one final choice to make, and I made it by saving you. Well, now, we now walk a path that we cannot stray from, so listen closely. Skilled brothers, numbering 8, will assemble to fight the Maharat Deceiver, and they will be heading northwards to confront him. The time after this is clouded to me, but I see you clearly dressed in an evil garb of the darkest night. However, while you may dress with the colors of evil, you will not follow the path. You will remain true to Gothics. Of the 8, only 2 shall return. One represents the path of the Slayer, and one the path of the Warrior. Things may have been different, but I have made my choice, and it is up to you to prove that I made the right one. Sounds like you've been having a bad dream, or you're reading some horrible stories. Dreams often reveal truths masked by the day of light, but I know the truth of what I've seen in my bones. I have seen my end. You can't die. You're a mighty wizard. All I know is that the trees tell me it will soon be my time for me to. What am I saying? Guardianship of the spirit trees. I don't even know where to begin with that. Have faith that you will learn what you need anyway. Enough moping around about the future. You should be on your way. What about Glowfree? Considering you nearly died trying to find him, I suggest you leave that problem for another day, preferably after a better way has been found into Arposandra. Now, I'm sure you have more important matters to attend to than chatting with a cranky old gnome. Take these and be on your way. Whoa, spirit lamps. XP lamps. I mean, that didn't do anything. What is? I mean, I need 300. I need that was 10%, I guess. Better than farming it. Whoa, 68 Slayer. That's actually pretty good. What do we need for Slayer for the good stuff? It's like 72, right? For the Abyssal Whip. Abyssal Whip is something. Dust Devils. Oh, Antlers at 76. Gargoyles, Karrasks are pretty good, I think. Abyssal Demons, 85 for Abyssal Whip. I thought it was lower than that. It's crazy. Anywho, let's use the other two lamps. Alrighty, so that's cool. We did it, guys. Path of Glowfree is done. So we go over here back to our paint. Boom. We're gonna say Path of Glowfree is done. Now we need to get the Warp Scepter. Which I guess I'm gonna change all of this out. Those are fine actually. Oh, you know what? I think I have to wear, even if I'm off task, I think I have to wear the helmet because of the earmuff stuff. Celine, thanks for the channel follow. I appreciate that. Hello. I'm pretty good. How are you? Playing some OSRS, you know? Let's see, drop all of this off. I'm trying to think of what I want to keep on me. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Took another one of these. No, calm down. I didn't want that many. That's probably fine. Bunch of food. I should really set up like quick tabs for everything. Zombie axe for sure. Doom cape. I haven't finished fight caves. L. And what, proselyte maybe? I'd have to look up to see what's like the quote unquote best gear to bring. Bring proselyte for now. I guess let's bring room pouch for tellies. Varrock, what am I missing? Fire. Configure, drop these for fire. You stream daily. I try to stream every weekday, but if I'm being honest, I don't do it I don't accomplish that goal all the time. But yeah, I try to stream early in the mornings for a few hours a day every weekday. So with the spirit tree, it's actually pretty easy to get back. So as long as I don't get, if I don't go too dry, it'll be pretty good. At there. What does at there mean? I have no idea. This is definitely not going to be the most efficient way. I'm sure that people probably say blood barrage is the way to go. But I don't know. What? Hello? This is a... Oh, hold on. Dude. Brush. Hello? Oh. You need the crystal chime. That's awkward. I didn't realize the crystal chime was necessary to kill these guys. What do these guys drop? They can drop a warp scepter as well. What's your favorite game? I don't know. I play a lot of it. It must be my favorite game. Yeah, I would say it's probably my favorite game. No, what am I doing? Who's that guy? Celine, is it your favorite game? That's the real question. I feel like the people who play RuneScape, it's like, ah, damn, this is the game for me. Either you play it or you don't. It's kind of the way RuneScape goes. To be fair, the game is like extremely grindy. So if you're playing it, you're in it for the long haul. You'll be there forever. I'm gonna Google what this tertiary thing means. Make sure I'm not just sitting here wasting my time. Oh, wait a minute. You know, these are actually pretty good high alch items. Maybe I should be bringing my nature runes so I can high alch this stuff. That's a 9k drop there. Tertiary drop tables are just things that can roll in addition to normal loot, which do not replace normal loot. Okay. So yeah, you can do these off task. I was hoping that was the case. Drop runes and stuff. Honestly, they have a pretty nice loot table, all things considered. You could drop rune kite shields? What? Dude, I did the Colosseum for my rune kite shields. This would have been like 10 times easier. Chocolate bombs. Diamond bolt tips. Raw sharks. Noted sharks? Really? And it's easy to get here as well. Like, this seems kind of dope. If you came in here with barrows, I wonder if you could just not bother with praying range at all. I don't know if you could just tank it. Come on, spoon. Give me a spoon. I want a big spoon. I think Brushlight's the right answer for this. Ooh, Rune Warhammer? Dude. This is pretty good money. Assuming they keep dropping stuff at a decent rate. Kills are a little slow. I think I mean, I think melee is probably the right answer. Okay, they have no magic defense either. So I guess you could do magic. If you're here for 10 minutes, you won't have to worry about the multi-combat either. Ooh, that one's got like a third eye. What's going on there? I don't like that. Like extended. Nasty. Glad I didn't drop the chime because I was this close to doing it, man. Feathers, sure. Swamp tar? No, I'm not picking that up. I never want to pick up another swamp tar in my life. Okay, I got hundreds of it from the stupid ass moons. Raw shark, nice. Noted raw shark is actually kind of crazy of a drop. Not gonna lie. Their drop table is actually really good. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna go for, I don't know, another 30 minutes maybe on stream today. And I will probably do thieving all of this afternoon. Come back and do more terror birds tomorrow on stream. That is kind of my game plan at the moment. Probably figure out a more efficient way of doing terror birds. Because I'm guessing what I'm doing is probably not great. Probably a way to do this like 10 times faster. But, I mean, what I'm doing here is functional, so. The reason I'm doing thieving is because money is kind of necessary. And also, if I do the mini game in Varlamore for thieving, I can get a bunch of prayer XP. I need to get to, I think, what, level 70 prayer in order to use piety. Yeah. And that'll make things like moons a lot easier when I get back to doing that as well. So a lot of account progress happening. But I've made like 30, 40K maybe fighting these guys. I haven't killed that many. Weapon poison. Interesting drop. Having that could be useful. I mean, I could make it if I needed it, but whatever. I'll pick some up. I don't think I have the cooking level to cook raw shark, but the fact that they drop it noted is insane. And adamantite ore, my god, these guys actually have a really good drop table. Yeah, these guys are on top of each other now. Let's go ahead and, yeah, fix that. Yeah, but there's a crazy blood barrage or whatever that spell's called spot here somewhere. Okay, gonna send here. You're not okay. I'll just take 2 at once. Swamp tar. Disgusting. Let's focus on getting good drops here, guys. Give me a rune kite shield or something. Give me another warhammer. Dude, I was doing some free-to-play PvP. I guess free-to-play PKing? What do they call it in this game? Anyways, I was doing that on like a just random account I started, and I was having so much fun. And for whatever reason, I find it very interesting. The best in slot strength weapon for like last hits is the rune warhammer. So you'd have guys that would just bonk you and hope for the best. It was actually funny as hell. I don't know if maybe like free-to-play players don't have any like special attack weapons, but they weren't using them if that was the case. I also find it very interesting. None of them had prayer. Nobody bothered with prayer. And what was really interesting is that all of them were like they were switching a lot. All I did was mage. I just kept spamming mage spells, and they would be swapping between melee and range. And like, I'm like, what? What's going on? What are we doing? So I've made about 50k in drops from these guys. Assuming I picked everything up and sold it on the GE. Most of that has been like high alch value though. So soul runes. That's cool. I'm probably never gonna make my own soul runes. So if I find an enemy that can drop it, heck yeah. More earth runes. Let me find the page for the oh, my prayer dropped. Do I even need prayer? The melee hit me pretty hard there. More raw shark. I mean, Prayer's probably doing something here. If I had Tinker armor, I don't think I'd be taking any damage, to be honest. Maybe it is a Barrow's angle. I think it's Barrow's angle, so I don't have to worry about Prayer. Of course, that means I'll have to repair the armor, but, you know, whatever. That's what the thieving's for. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh, yeah. Warped Scepter. Okay, Adamant Warhammer is worth some money. Pretty good high elk. Item sources. Mutated Terrorbird 178. Okay, so any mutated Terrorbird is going to be... Any mutated or warped Terrorbird can drop it at the same rate. So there's not really a reason to go out of the way and get a different one. Or something good. Swamp Tar. Not good. Suppose I should just be happy to get a drop. I mean, they're really getting the surround on me. This guy walked into his... so annoying. I wonder if... So if I'm like here, can I do this to stack them? Or no? Doesn't seem like it. This guy can't hit me because I'm inside of his hitbox. Oops, I didn't mean to walk out of it. So in this game, like if they're not beside you, they can't do damage. So like he can't hurt me. I'm out of food though. I want to get this last kill and get out of here. Anything good? Death runes. Not bad. I mean, they were doing some decent damage to me there. Shall we watch a quick video to see how other people do these guys? I put in mutated Thunderbirds and I was like, this is not anything even related to RuneScape. Hold on, hold on. Music. Pause. Okay, hopefully you hear this. Holy, what did I do? What is going on there? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. How's that?
Magic staff that becomes available after you complete the Path of Glowfree quest. This staff works perfectly as an upgrade to your Ivan staff before you have access to the Trident of the Seas. You unlock the Trident of the Seas at level 87 Slayer, so it might be a while before you get that. So this staff works perfectly so that you can knock out some of those quest bosses before you have the Trident. So today, I wanted to make a quick little guide for Iron Men so that you can kill Terror Birds and get your own Warp Scepter without using a ton of prayer potions. Firstly, the quest requirements. You must have already completed the Path of Glowfree quest. After the quest, you'll now have access to the Poison Waste dungeon. Inside this dungeon is where you will find Warp Terror Birds and Warp Tortoise. Both of these warp creatures have a 1 in 320 drop rate for the scepter. Since both creatures have the same drop rate though, we will be killing the Terror Birds for the scepter due to their lower hit points and stats, but you may choose to kill the tortoise instead. It's really up to you and what you prefer. So firstly, we're going to equip our best combat gear of whatever style you choose.
Sure.
I believe that they are weak to crush and magic, so I will be using melee in this video. You do not need to
He has the
prioritize
Berserker
your
ring.
bonus for this method because we'll only be using about 1 prayer pot or less per trip. However, you do need to wear earmuffs or a Slayer helmet to reduce some of the oncoming range damage. Next, pull out a superset, your crystal chimes, and some teleports. I like to use teleports that allow me to teleport to my house and back to the Grand Exchange because that's where I'll be traveling from. Lastly, I do recommend that you bring a spec weapon such as a DDS so that you can speed up some of your kills. Once you're geared up, make your way to a spirit tree of your choosing. I like to travel from the Grand Exchange because I find it easy to re-gear and then travel quickly. Once on the spirit tree, choose the option for Poison Waste. Once you arrive at the Poison Wasteland, run west until you see the cave entrance.
Yeah, yeah. I'm swapping gear
Once
first.
inside of the cave, you can ignore the first tortoise and then climb up the ladder. The area where we'll fight the birds will be right through this gate. However, once you step through the second gate door, you'll be bombarded by the birds. Usually, you would pray protect from missiles when you're fighting these monsters. However, there is a way to stop most of their range attacks so that you aren't getting hit by all of them at once. This will allow you to camp
Forgot my
here
food.
for a long time using only food and just a little bit of prayer points. So when you're ready, turn on protect from range and then step through the gate. All of the terror birds will now aggro you, but since you're praying protect from range, once they notice that you have that activated, they will attempt to melee you now. This stops all incoming
dang
range
it, didn't it?
attacks from whatever birds were aggroed on you, and you can stack them up and kill them one by one to the best of your ability. I like to use the gate because I can stack them up easier and take them out one by one. When a terror bird respawns, it will start aggroing you again with range attacks. To fix this, pray protect from range against it again.
Is that
until
his
it attempts
video
to
that's doing the Discord sound, or is that where am I hearing the Discord? Maybe it's in my ears.
melee you. Repeat this process for every time a new bird respawns, and you should limit the amount of range damage you take from them. So the drop rate is 1 in 320.
Okay, well, you know, that didn't. I wouldn't say that was helpful. I feel like that's what I was doing. I'm gonna swap. I mean, I'm swapping to Arrow stuff. So I mean, I'll be tankier. And bring the pots is a good idea. By the way, that trip that I took there was 40k IALC value, which is pretty good because I think repairing a piece of Barrow's gear is like 130. So not bad at all. I think you just went right here, right? Big drop, big drop. Hey, sick. I think the middle gate's in its way. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now he's onto something with his gate here. And they still do like the occasional ranged attack, but okay, close the gate. Come back. Go get there. Open the gate. Attack the bird. Okay, I'm getting it. See, it's 106. We're gonna go to 120. 120, and then we're out of here. We're leaving. I'm gonna do pork quesadillas for lunch today, using some like jerk pork I made the other day. Oh, dude, I'm looking forward to it. Big drop, big drop. Yeah, it could have been worse. I guess my inventory's full. There we go. Okay, this is pretty nice. This is a pretty nice setup here. Very laid back. Yeah, no, man. They were pretty spicy tacos, to be honest. And I've been dealing with the last 2 days of having like jalapeno hands burning my fucking eyes anytime I rub them. So I'm glad that's over with, but I'm very much looking forward to these quesadillas. It'll be really good. Okay, new problem. I'm actually taking so little damage now. Okay, I fucked up his thing. Here we go. I'm taking so little damage now that I have too much resources. Oh, yes, eyes. Yeah, it is my eyes. Okay, I'm not dumb enough to touch any of the other stuff. Do one of these. We'll drop it to grab the soul runes. Diamond bolt tips. Okay, close the metal gate. This is definitely a lot slower than getting the zombie axe, I'll tell you that. But it's not too bad. Do this, come back. Guy dies, he moves in. After his attack. Yeah. What's our KC? We're at 33. Okay, 10% of the way to being dry-ish. What we're looking for is a 1 in 320 drop chance. It'll be huge for the account, honestly. I'm so glad I did a little bit of research to figure out this thing even existed. No space for the coins, eh? Who the hell is it attacking me from across the room here? Not cool. Okay, Mr. Tortoise, I need you to like protect me for a second. Close the gates. I think I fucked it. I think I fucked it up. 'Cause now this guy's here. Close the gate. There we go. We fixed it. Who is this asshole in the background? Okay, this whole thing is not foolproof. I guess to fix this, I would go down the ladder and come back up, because then you'd have loose to aggro, but I can't be bothered. Give me the diamond tips. Oops. I have to be on the other side of that when that closed. What's the high alc value of these? 79 each. I'm probably just gonna fletch them then. The bolts. Yeah, more raw shark. Oh no, I fucked it up again. How am I doing? Oh yeah. We don't attack him here. Yeah. This guy in the background is pissing me off. Yeah, I don't think prayers are necessary for this at all. With barrows, you can definitely get away with it. Okay, this is the drop here, and we're gonna get spooned as fuck. Feathers. Actually, real talk, not too mad about that, because I have been going through my broad bolts quite a bit. So having feathers means I can make more broad bolts, which means more range training. Okay, hit the bird, man. Soul runes. He's in the door. Someone help this bird. Confused, but he's got spirit. More shark. I didn't mean to go in there. No, I fucked it up. Whatever, get the shark. There you go, we fixed it. Not as many drops this time around, but I'm staying much longer, so it's not too bad.
Close gate. Close gate. Close gate. What time is it? 1:16. I got time for a couple more kills. We are at 43 kills. I still think they go pretty quick. Not bad. Give me some rune shit though. If you're not gonna give me the item, if you're not gonna give me the scepter, you give me the runes. They're not the runes. The rune kite shield, rune great hammer. Give me those. Coins. Okay, well now we don't even have any birds to kill. They're all over there. What is up with that? Okay, we do that. Oh, the fucking vent, I think, did damage to me. I didn't think they could do that. Alright, we have pulled them over. And we still have fuckers over here, man. Those guys over on the edge that just get pot shots at me, I hate them. Look at this guy. I think he'll just slide in. Slide in? No? Okay. Come back. Want this dickhead. My nemesis. I don't know how much longer these pants and chests are gonna last though. Because I've been using, these were what I was using at the decays. Law runes, huh? This is gonna be my last kill, I guess. Then I'll be back tomorrow to kill him some more. Or maybe I'll get antsy and do them while I'm offline anyways. Because I can't help myself. Ooh, more raw shark. Sick nasty. Alright, one more for the road. Big hits. Boom! 30. Nah. Uh, 47 kills, the equivalent of 103,000 GP total. Nothing too crazy of a drop yet. Holy, more law runes. We're this close to going back to Dagonoth Rex, okay? We're this close. All we need is one fat drop. Hope it didn't just like fucking blind you guys with a paint screen. Nothing, but it's kind of white, like really white. Earth runes, huh? Now that's a drop. All right, one more. Can't help myself. It can always be the next one, you know? It's just like gambling. 99% of gamblers just quit before they hit big or whatever. Chocolate bombs. Plus 15, damn. Pretty good food. Anything special with these? Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're good for anything really. They're just you know, mid food. Oops. This guy. I hate him. He never leaves me alone. Alright, guys. For real, that was the last one. Go to G. We'll leave it off there. Unfortunately, did not get it on stream today, but we got the quest done, and we got a decent amount of the kills done as well. Tomorrow, I should be able to just focus on getting the scepter. Alright. And then the day after, what's today? Tuesday? So Thursday or Friday, whichever. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow or not. I'm gonna try to. Will be DKs, and then that'll be Berserker Ring, and then Profit after that, probably. How many raw shrimp or raw shark do we have? 86 raw shark. Our collection of raw sharks is getting pretty big. This is gonna go into this pocket, I guess. Yeah. Anywho, that's gonna be it, guys. Talk to you later. Hold on. That's gonna be it, guys. Bye. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one. God, this fucking guy, grinding ass farming. Bye. See ya. Good fun. O? What does O mean? 07. That's more like it.